Bizarre UFO-shaped vehicle stopped by police in Oklahoma and Missouri.
Llama escapes Maine property to avoid dental exam.
Mystery emu found wandering loose through Pennsylvania neighborhood.
Idaho man throws chopsticks at balloons for his 180th world record. All this and more coming up on The Talking Gruse.
The Gruse.
Well, if you're hand pollinating, it's not always going to be successful anyways. I mean,
if at first you don't succeed,
try again.
The co-host, better known as Rich.
Wow, there's so many jokes.
That's
You go hand pollinate your leaves on your own time.
Yeah, go. Don't bring us into it, please. I mean,
please don't videotape your procedure.
Yeah,
he said his method.
The Talking Gruse, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Brought to you from the Rocket Courier Studios in Tempe, Arizona. Now, your host, The Gruse.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next installment of the Talking Gruse. Co-host, how are you doing?
Happy summer.
Happy summer. Yeah, I know. I mean,
happy step outside and walk on the surface of the sun.
Well, you know, I was thinking at this point we should just tell one. At this point, we should just tell Mother Nature, everything's done cooking. You can turn the oven off.
Right.
You know,
I mean, those commercials when we were growing up. You know, this is your
this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs and the egg on the sidewalk. I don't think that's possible. They've tried it before, but you probably could do it if it was hot. The sidewalk was hot.
The what do you call the heat island effect?
Yes, I would like to cook pancakes and then stack them.
That'd be fun.
It might be a world record. The most pancakes cooked on the sidewalk, then stacked in X amount of time. Guinness, are you watching?
Adjudicators?
Yeah, adjudicators. Let's adjudicate. Well, anyways, we every episode we always have something interesting from our good friends across the pond. I mean, they always have. It's fascinating what goes on in England, and along here also. There's a few stories we have that are all bovine related. Today, or not today, but this episode. So
we're full of bull today.
Yes, which we always are.
I was going to say that's
what else is different. But yeah, let's go ahead with the story here.
All right. First of all, we've got 45 escaped cows stampeding through a neighborhood in England. It says there's a Telegraph video. It says escaped cows run riot in Ripon, and a herd of 45 escaped cows paraded through a neighborhood in North Yorkshire, England, creating a racket that sounded like an earthquake and leaving behind quite a lot of poo.
It's like a stampede. Where was the cowboy out there with his hat? No, the English would have done that like really cool riding outfit they wear, you know, with the boots that go up to their knees, and
they have their chaps on.
Yeah, well, no, that'd be a cowboy. Would wear chaps.
British don't wear chaps.
Anyways, let's go to the video really quick from the Telegraph, an English news service. So let's go there, and then we'll get back to the story. Okay, I would have been I've been like firing up the grill after watching that video. I've been like, hey guys, come on over, beef.
Where's
Anyways,
the beef?
go on with the story here on what happened.
So, security camera footage recorded in the Ripon neighborhood shows resident Leon Bach, 16, going out to investigate the sound and sprinting for safety when he.
I don't think cows sprint.
No, the dude was sprinting.
Oh, the dude was sprinting.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he spotted the herd of cows barreling towards him. My eldest had just gotten to the corner. A few of his friends has said there are some cows loose. She couldn't see any road, just a lot of cows, said mother Jess Box, 36, and she told this to the Yorkshire Post. She said her husband captured cell phone camera footage when he and the couple's two younger children went out to see the commotion. It sounded like an earthquake, she said. The cows apparently escaped from a nearby farm, pushing their way through a gate, and they were rounded up over the course of several hours by North Yorkshire police.
Not only are they police, but they're cowboys.
Yeah. Box said several gardens were destroyed by the bovines. it coming from the front and the back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They made a mess. There's quite a lot of poo. It's pretty gross, Box said.
Yeah.
She said most neighbors have seen the humor in the situation. Quite a lot of people have said it's the funniest thing they've seen.
I think it would be hilarious to see to see that. I mean, then most of them in the security cam footage, they stayed on the road. A lot of them. I mean, they said a lot of gardens were ruined. I mean, they could have been stopped and eat. They could have stopped and eaten.
They were just dropping manure.
They were fertilizing.
Exactly.
Fertilizing
they were fertilizing the gardens.
So I was in Texas last week. Okay. And I was going somewhere, and I was going to go visit the original Talking Gruse, and
yes, your dad is quite
the talker,
the original talker.
And I saw a number of properties out by where he lives with a bunch of emus on them.
Do you think you're in Australia all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which brings us to our next story about emus wandering around in Pennsylvania, of all places.
Yeah, so a mystery emu has been found wandering loose through Pennsylvania neighborhood. He was looking for Doug. A Pennsylvania Police Department is trying to find the owner, Doug, where are you, Doug, of an unusual escaped pet found wandering loose, an emu. The Newton Township Police Department said on social media that patrol officers encountered an emu wandering the area of Stoopville Road and Rosefield Drive.
Roast beef drive and stupid.
Something like that. Was he wearing sunglasses, and did he have like a little skinny tie on?
Oh, he could have been.
The post included a photo of the emu standing next to a resident's driveway.
Oh, let me get a picture up here of the emu. We got one here. This is what they saw. So there he is. He's hanging out. He's probably like a deer stuck in headlights.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Was it a yellow Dodge Duster that was
right was dug out? Here, yeah. Lemu, driving around. The department said it's trying to identify the emu's owner so we can return it home safely.
Would Liberty Mutual cover any damage done by the emu?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're an insurance company.
I'm just saying. I mean, you got an emu. I mean, there we go.
So,
yeah. Oh, anyways,
gotta love those emus.
But on to the next one. You hear about rodents, and this big looking rodent, whatever this is.
Sure, that's not a chupacabra.
No, no, but it reminds me of a number of years back. I was down in Guanacaste. No, that's Costa Rica, Guanacaste. I was in Cozumel, or Playa del Carmen, actually, in Mexico, on the east coast of Mexico, and the resort that I was at, where they had these things wandering. They were just wandering around. They were related to this next thing. I mean, friendly animals. I mean, they look like big rats. They didn't look like rats, but they were these big. They look like, I thought they were like capybaras or something, but it was another name for them. But Go on here. You gotta go on with this guy.
Wildlife officials in Colorado are attempting to track down a long-legged South American rodent seen wandering loose in Lakewood's Bear Creek Lake Park. Was he looking for Oreos too?
Maybe.
Colorado...
that'd be Northern California. Okay.
Oh, well, there's Oreos in Colorado, I think. Gosh, I hope so if I ever have to move there.
Yeah, I know.
Colorado Parks and Colorado Parks and Wildlife said officers are still searching for the Patagonian mara, which was first spotted Monday by several witnesses, including park rangers.
There's a Patagonian mara. It looks like a cross between a rabbit and a rat, dog. I mean, it's a weird looking animal.
Chupacabra.
Well, it's definitely something from South America. I mean, you could just tell it got lost in the evolutionary chain somewhere down in the rainforest. It's like the alligators and the crocodiles.
It says here they grow to be about 2.5 feet tall. That's got to be creepy. They are a larger species of rodent, even though they've got ears that are pretty long like a rabbit and legs that look almost like a deer. Wow, that sounds kind of like...
like I said, they got lost in the evolutionary chain somewhere.
They're a mutant of some sort.
The
origins of the Argentina native animal spotted in the park remain a mystery.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
He wandered off. He don't want to deal with Avita anymore. I don't think it walked all the way from Argentina. I just said said Emily Insalaco, Senior Director of Animal Care at the Denver Zoo. She suggested that the Patagonian mara, a species sometimes known as a Patagonian cavy or hare, may have been an exotic pet that escaped or was abandoned by its owner. Patagonian maras are not legal to keep as pets in Colorado.
Why would you want to keep one as a pet?
I don't know, but...
I mean... Oh, go on.
Epic fail.
Don't let your Patagonian mara loose, folks. I mean, animal control will not be very happy with that.
Especially in these parks where bears are looking for Oreos.
Yeah, that too. You drive around a lot. I have over my years, and you see some pretty interesting things on the road. Interesting looking vehicles.
I've seen a lot. You see those cyber trucks now, and they look like. You were the one that sent me the video.
Well, I gotta say once again. So I was in Texas.
Uh-huh.
All right. I saw a whole bunch of trucks. I saw a bunch of Fords. I saw a bunch of Chevys. I saw a bunch of Dodges. But I got to tell you one thing. I did not see one Cybertruck.
Well,
I did see some electric F-150s, but I did not see a Cybertruck.
I was going to say, they're in Texas. You and oil.
But it was an electric Cybertruck, though. I saw, not Cybertruck, electric F-150, but no Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck almost looks like a UFO, and
it could be mistaken for one.
Yeah,
but yet actually, we had in where were they, in Oklahoma and Missouri? They actually
a highway patrol trooper had an otherworldly encounter when he pulled over an unusual UFO-shaped vehicle on the highway. The OHP said on social media that Trooper Ryan Van Vleck, hope I pronounced your name there.
Ryan, he probably butchered it. I mean, we do apologize.
Ryan stopped the driving saucer.
Just call him Officer Ryan.
Yeah, Officer Ryan stopped the driving saucer on the Turner Turnpike, someplace I've been many, many times on the drive to Chicago and back, due to an obstructed tag. Even the UFO's got to have
there's a picture of the vehicle,
tags.
Guys. Pretty cool looking, but I hope to God that thing had air conditioning.
Right? And
I mean,
hey, it was a UFO, but it had to be street legal.
Yeah.
The two occupants of the unusual vehicle explained they were en route to the annual UFO festival in Roswell, New Mexico. Officer Ryan decided not to issue a citation and instead let the driver and passenger go with a warning after posing for a couple of photos.
He didn't want an anal probe.
Oh, right. Was he Officer Cartman?
Yeah.
It's not every day you pull over a UFO, the post said. The same vehicle has been stopped just a couple of days earlier by a Crawford County Sheriff's Office deputy in Missouri. The driver was issued a warning related to the UFO's out-of-state registration, the sheriff said. No driving UFOs in Missouri.
You know, it's funny you say that because this story, before I heard about it through one of our normal odd news sources, UPI, I actually heard it on Fox News. I got an update from I think CNN about it. And I'm just thinking, these people have now, I mean, they're all over the place. You know,
They need to go viral. Take their 15 minutes of fame and run with it.
Hell yeah, I would. I mean, definitely. Now, we always...
I like this. Gotta say the last line here. The sheriff's office said the driver was warned about our strict enforcement of warp speed on the interstate and was advised to keep phasers on stun only while traveling.
You know, I've always... You know, I whenever remember the cars from the 80s, the paint...
Spock.
My God, bones.
Anyway.
What have I done? You know, I always said during, the cars that in the 80s, remember the paint would flake off of them, but the primer would still be there.
Yeah.
I would always say those were paint was burnt off because you were going at terminal velocity.
Warp speed.
Warp speed. Engage. Anyway, so we like always having local stories on here, and this week Arizona has now made two stories for the odd news. One of them we'll get to at the very end of the
segment.
Segment here, but this one's actually sort of a cool odd story.
So July 3rd, volunteers from a dog rescue in Arizona ended up helping out a four-legged animal quite a bit larger than their usual canines, a runaway horse. Saving Paws Rescue, AZ, said two volunteers witnessed a horse jump a fence in Glendale, not far from here, and run from its owner's property after apparently being spooked by sirens. Day before 4th of July. So.
Well, it was running because it didn't want to get caught.
Oh.
It wasn't spooked. It was like, oh my God, they're coming for me.
Two fire engines came by earlier, and it spooked the horse, and it jumped the fence and was running down the road. Volunteer Matthew Arnold told KSAZ-TV, which is our Fox affiliate.
Yeah.
Volunteers alerted the horse's owner, called authorities, and rushed into a nearby truck to pursue the escaped equine down Union Hills Drive. That's
bad horse, what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad horse, bad horse.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff on Union Hills Drive, but never a horse.
Me neither, actually.
Witnesses were able to corner the horse in the parking lot of a 43rd Avenue business. I've been to that corner many, many times. And rescue volunteers soon arrived with police and the animal's owner to help soothe the horse. The owner was able to lead the horse home with a police escort.
What did he do? They ride the horse back?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully they didn't, attach him to the car and drag him. But
no.
They didn't
Holiday Road.
Hi-ho, Silver, away!
Oh, my God.
So,
what are we coming to? Now, this is something that I got to say, once again, only in Canada. And I got to say that the funny thing about this is that I wish this would happen for some candidates in America.
Right. So a Canadian candidate has become the first ever to receive zero. The big goose egg.
Zero. There we go. Thank you. Hey, they're here today.
Our friends, the crickets.
Okay.
So, a Canadian man has become the first candidate in the nation's history to receive 0 votes in a contested federal election. The guy
Was he
didn't
so
even
bad?
vote for
Yeah, I was going to say,
himself.
was he so bad he didn't even vote for himself? I mean,
He's like, yeah, I suck. I'm going to vote
Yeah.
for the other guy.
I'm not even going to cast my own ballot.
Felix Antoine Hamel. Dude.
With a name like that, I see why he would receive no votes.
Right. He was one of 84. He was one of 84 candidates to run in a Toronto by-election, and after he and 76 others were approached by an election reform group called Longest Ballot Committee, which packed the race with candidates to successfully create the longest ballot in Canadian history. The adjudicators figure that one out.
Yeah, I know. World record.
But dude didn't even vote for himself. He was the only candidate in the race to receive 0 votes. Yeah, epic fail again.
Wow.
0
votes.
When I saw the result, I was like, well, I'm the only true unity candidate. Everyone agrees not to vote for me, including him.
I mean, that's...
Or maybe he wasn't registered in that district.
Maybe that could have been that. Good point.
The Library of Parliament database confirmed Hamel was the first candidate in the country's history to fail to receive a single vote in a contested election.
Wow.
Other candidates have run in uncontested races and won without a single vote. Only in Canada.
He's that bad. But Canada must feel like they're that apartment that lives above the crack house with all the stuff we have going on here in America.
The 6 other candidates in Hamel's race received only 2 votes each, them and their spouse, probably.
Like, better than 0.
Me and my mom voted for me. Hamel said he wasn't exactly surprised by his showing in the election, but he was amused to learn of his unusual new distinction.
Well, there he goes.
That's like the guy in the 80s. I remember I had his baseball card. His name was Brian Kingman. He was the first guy ever to lose 20 games in a season. And I think he's the only guy who's ever lost 20 games in a season.
What was he, a pitcher?
And he was a pitcher for the Oakland A's in the early 80s. And he was, and every year he celebrates the fact that he lost 20 games. I'm like, dude, you're the biggest loser. Why would you celebrate that?
Well, he now has a world record. I mean,
yeah.
Adjudicators, where are you? Oh my God!
This one's got a video, right?
Oh yes, this one too. Dogs are very smart animals. Dogs they know a lot, but
they're instinctive. They got good instincts.
Yeah, I think they got a little common sense. They have more common sense than some people have. Oh,
you know who we're talking about.
Yes, you know the ones.
If you don't know who you're talking about, it's you.
But yeah, go on with this, and then well, you know what? Let's go to the video first here, and take a look at the video here of the dog. It's amazing, but I would hope to God my dog would never do this.
All I can say is, oops.
Yeah, oops. And if he did it again, oops. If he did it again. Anyways, let's go on here with the article here to explain the video.
Firefighters in Colorado shared security camera footage from a home where a curious canine investigating some boxes on its owner's stove started a fire.
Were they boxes from Omaha Steak? Maybe that's why.
It could be.
That's probably why.
Yeah. The Colorado Springs Fire Department said on social media that crews responded to a home on Rushmore Drive They had to rush more to get over there and put out the fire on a report of a possible structure fire. They arrived at 4:47 a.m. Wow, he was hungry early. On June 26th.
I don't think dogs have they just eat when they eat.
Right.
They have bottomless stomachs, I think.
After they arrived, they spoke with the homeowners, who confirmed that there had been a fire on their stove that was extinguished before crews arrived. Security camera footage revealed that the cause of the blaze was the family dog getting up on its hind legs to investigate some boxes on the stove and accidentally switching on the oven, causing the boxes to catch fire.
Now, number one, A, smart dog to get up to investigate the box. But number two, stupid humans for putting stuff on top of the stove.
Right.
That would burn.
Stove, not storage.
Yeah. They built it with an S, that's why.
The man who put out the kitchen fire was treated for smoke inhalation. Was the dog? And there were no other injuries reported to human or animal residents. I guess not. This is a good reminder to always have working smoke alarms inside and outside every sleeping area and on every floor of the home. Ensure all combustibles are away from your stovetop oven. And no two ways out of
Don't
every
store
room in your
boxes
home.
on top of your oven, people.
Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. Make sure that all combustibles are away from your stovetop oven and no two ways out of every room in your home in the event of a fire. That door and that window.
Yeah, if you're in an apartment, it's that door and that window. Only two ways out of the place. Oh my goodness! And once again, this episode, we have a lot of animals doing things.
Yep,
this next one, I think they were out. I think I would run if I had to go to the dentist.
Yeah. I had that problem when I was a kid.
I think of the dentist. I think of Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
I'm
talent for causing great pain.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm waiting to see like Steve Martin come out every time it is
black leather jacket.
Black leather. This is like motorcycle outfit. Well, anyways, go on with this llama here.
So the picture caption says a llama named Jeffrey. I've known a few Jeffreys. I've never known a llama.
I knew a giraffe named Jeffrey.
Huh.
He's out of work right now. I think he probably retired, but he's out of work.
Toys R Us.
There we go.
A llama bolted through his owner's gate in Bangor, Maine, banged on through the gate, and took a stroll through the neighborhood in an apparent attempt to avoid having his teeth cleaned.
There's a llama.
Just save the llama for your mama.
Save the drama for your llama at the dentist's.
Rita Pesner, owner of the Rebels Homestead Farm in Bangor, said she opened the gate to her animal's enclosure to let a veterinarian come in to give her llama Jeffrey a dental cleaning. Jeffrey bolted through the open gate and took off up the road.
That's a smart llama.
Yep. Jeffrey saw it as an opportunity to make a jailbreak and just ran right up past me.
Jailbreak.
Right. He just wanted to get out of the field and see what was up the road, but he's generally pretty good. Except when the dentist comes, Cue Steve Martin. Bangor Police Department Animal Control Officer Trish Bruin responded to a report of a llama on the loose in the area. It's possible that Jeffrey hasn't kept up on brushing and flossing twice a day and was embarrassed that the whole barn would soon know.
He might. I mean, that could be it. They were like, "Oh, I don't want people."
As long as he wasn't cross-pollinating the
barn
animals.
Cross-pollinating with his cheese wheel and squeezing the trigger.
Yeah, Pesner said Jeffrey returned home on his own, but just before Bruin arrived, she said he came home from a different direction than the one he left in. Like, did the walk of shame, came back. I'm not sure of his adventure path, but he came down from the other side of the house where he left from. Pesner said Jeffrey's brief escape was her farm's first since she bolstered fences about 2 years ago. Prior to the upgrade, 2 of her pigs went out for a wander and ended up being brought home in a police car. Bad pigs. Bad piggy.
Pigs and police car. Once again, you could, if I did not respect police officers, I could have a number of jokes with that.
Pigs and police officers. Suspense.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we've audibly assaulted your ears enough for this segment. We got one more for you guys. So the other day, I got to tell you, the other day I'm driving to work. Or no, we got a couple more for you. So the other day I'm going through Texas. Let me put it this way, and I saw a couple of these guys hanging out in Texas. This one, I just think, wants to get back to Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, there is really no reason for this. I mean, the Longhorn,
Yeah, the Texas Longhorn steer used its horns to undo the latch on the back of a trailer and made a dash for freedom on a Pennsylvania highway.
All right, let me do this. Let's go to the video here of it. It actually gives video of the Longhorn walking down the highway. Once again, I just think it was trying to get back to Texas.
Right? We're not in Texas anymore, NTM.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh, we're not there yet. Here we go, guys.
So take a look at this. This animal, the cause of a significant delay in traffic in northern York County today. Authorities had to stop traffic on Interstate 83 near exit 36 to try and round up that wayward steer. Fairview Township Police responded to the area of Fishing Creek Road on I-83 around 3 o'clock this afternoon after somehow a bull escaped from the trailer that he was being transported on. Authorities say it took about an hour or so for them to wrangle the getaway bull and get him back in the trailer and fully reopen Interstate 83.
So, Rhonda Collins said she and her family were northbound on Interstate 83 Wednesday afternoon in York County when they saw the steer in the trailer in front of them appearing to rub its horns against the door latch. Collins said...
Jailbreak.
Again, what's with all these... he rolled around a little... Oh, wait. Collins said the door swung open and the horned Houdini jumped out onto the highway near the Fishing Creek exit. He just wanted to go catch a fish.
No, he's like I said, he was trying to get back to Texas.
But it was by the Fishing Creek exit. He was hungry.
Well, he maybe wanted to cool off.
He rolled around a little bit, Collins told the York Daily Record. Then he got up and like nothing happened. Oh, he's like Beavis and Butthead in the movie where they open the trunk with the jack and then they jump out while the car's still moving.
Did you know they have new ones?
Yeah,
they have new ones. They're on season 2 now
on Paramount.
Paramount.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew that. I haven't watched.
I
watched the movie.
I watched the new movie,
Yeah.
Do the Universe,
Yeah.
but I haven't watched any new episodes.
No, I need to.
I'm sure they don't have music videos in between them.
No,
anymore.
not like they used to.
Do they still make? Do they still make music videos?
I don't know. Who has cable anymore?
Good point.
Collins captured some footage of the bovine and spoke to the truck's driver before continuing on her way. The steer was seen running on and off the highway at one point, visiting.
Who watches TV anymore? It hasn't been music television since like '88.
Yeah. Once they went to reality TV, when they started doing the Real World.
Anyways, go on.
With somebody we went to high school with,
Absolutely.
Rachel Campos.
Yeah, now she's Campos
Duffy.
Duffy, yeah.
Yeah, she's Sean Duffy's husband.
And she's a political commentator now.
Yeah.
On Fox on occasion.
Yeah, we know. We went to school with her, and we went to school with the current governor of Arizona, who won a very contested race 2 years ago, Katie Hobbs.
She went to Seton?
She went to Seton. My freshman year, she was there. You weren't there yet.
No, okay.
Yeah, she has a twin sister named Becky.
That means that she would have been in.
She was a junior, I think.
So she was in Carl's class then.
Or maybe a year ahead. I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't know. I did not know that. Even I learn things, guys. Now I can say my day's complete. I have learned something.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, go on.
The steer was seen running on and off the highway at one point, visiting the front doors of local business, Handyside Plumbing, HVAC, and Electrical. Got any Oreos? The Fairview Township Police Department responded to the scene. With the help of numerous people, we were eventually able to get the steer loaded back into his trailer.
Oh, there you have it.
And back on his way to Texas, hopefully.
Yeah, I would hope he's going to Texas. I really would. You know, I didn't vote for either of them.
All his.
I didn't vote for Hobbs or Lake. Neither. I went nothing when they were running for governor.
I'm very. I went to a Kerry Lake rally. I like Kerry Lake.
She was a great news reporter. Let's put it that way. And we'll keep this very bipartisan.
There was a bipartisan large monitor lizard rescued.
Yeah, so I got to say, so the other day I'm driving to work, and I hear on the radio that the 101 northbound was closed, and I'm like, well, how come?
No, that's just like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's a couple days ago, and I'm like, how come? And I'm listening, and I hear about this. Well, DPS and the Arizona Herpetological Society is out wrestling a monitor lizard off the 101.
I've seen some weird stuff on the freeways over the years, but that's a first.
That's a first here. And I'm thinking the minute I heard this, I went, odd news. Odd news.
Yep.
And here we are, folks.
So, July 11th, reptile experts were called to assist the Arizona Department of Public Safety when a 4 to 5 foot monitor lizard was spotted running loose on the freeway. He was in search of his Cybertruck.
Oh, they say he's got to go Godzilla.
AZDPS said calls started coming in about a large lizard on eastbound Loop 101 near 16th Street in Phoenix.
Been down that road many times.
Yep, that's up north. Not your average commuter, officials wrote on social media. Troopers arrived on the scene.
All right, let's do this. Let's go to this is off of the Arizona Department of Public Safety's X, formerly known as Twitter page. The video of it. It is. I would have done a double take as I was driving down the freeway.
I know. Where's this stuff when I'm driving?
Yeah,
but
I know.
Then again, I would have been stuck. So no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here we go, guys.
Yeah, I got him by the tail. Yep. Okay. Get ready. There you go. I want to put the towel on him.
Okay, everybody. What is with
strange animals on
strange
freeways?
Animals in areas they're not supposed to be? First, we had the Argentinian rodent in Colorado. Now we have a monitor. I mean, a lizard is normal here in the desert, but a monitor lizard is a little dry here for those guys.
Yeah, and also that was a novel use of our tax dollars. The freeway cams.
Yeah, that was great. Well, you know, at least they were used for something good, besides reporting bad news about traffic.
Right. So the troopers arrived on the scene and called the herpetological sanctuary after. Yeah, that was butchered. After confirming there was indeed a monitor lizard running on the roadway. Herpetological. The troopers, joined by Arizona Department of Transportation personnel, kept watch on the lizard as it fled into a storm drain before the reptile experts arrived. They arrived, the storm gate was removed, and successfully retrieved the monitor lizard. The lizard was later identified as Archie. I love how all these guys have names.
They have some
Jeffrey, Archie.
They got great names, actually. I mean,
Nile monitor, who belongs to Phoenix resident Seth Vancura. Vancura said Archie had escaped from his enclosure during a storm about 2 weeks ago, and he had been tracking sightings of the reptile in the area, but wasn't about to catch him until the freeway incident. Archie was returned to his home, much to his dismay. Hopefully, not like Colorado. Hopefully, it's not illegal to have one of those here.
probably not. We're the Wild West out here. We do all sorts of weird things in Arizona, you know. But with that, once again, not a lot of world records this episode. Not a lot.
That's okay.
You know, we got
it was 4th of July.
True, but we got David Rush, and he always does it.
He's always doing something.
He's doing something. His goal was to break one world record a week.
And Silvio, still nothing from you, buddy.
Yeah, come on, Silvio, let's get. I want competition here. This is Dave's gonna run away with it. Anyways, let's get on to strange world records. All right, everybody, it's strange world record time. You know, when we were kids, this next one we would have done.
Oh yeah.
If number one, if they had a subway system here in Arizona,
right, and
social media.
If there was well, we would have done it whether there was social media or not.
But nobody would have known about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides us. So
no adjudicators would have been able to.
Yeah, exactly. But this is actually really cool. A bunch of teens got together. At least they're doing something somewhat productive and fun. That's not, destructive. So go on there. Let's go on with this story here.
A group of 8 British teenagers took their enthusiasm for public transportation to the extreme and broke a Guinness World Record by riding the London Underground. The teenagers, ages 16 to 17, visited all 272 London Underground stations with a time of 18 hours, 8 minutes, and 13 seconds.
That's a long day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you're 16 or 17, you got that much energy.
Yeah, when you're 16 or 17, you can go for 18 hours and be okay.
Pull an all-nighter.
Yeah.
The group, who call themselves the Amersham Ambushers. Sounds kind of like the Amboy Dukes with Ted Nugent. His first band.
Just try to say that though 10 times fast.
We all the Amersham Ambushers. We're required to visit. Oh, they spelled it wrong. We're required to visit every London Underground stop using only public transportation. They had attempted what they called the London Tube Challenge twice before, but found success on their third try.
Third time's a charm.
That's right. We wanted to complete this record for 2 reasons. Duh, we want publicity. We're teenagers.
And they want to break a world record.
Team member Arthur Phillips told Guinness World Records it was a fun puzzle planning the route, as some of us are quite mathematically inclined, and additionally it allowed us to explore parts of London that we hadn't ever had a reason to go to before. They said the previous record holder was good-humored about losing their title and will soon be meeting the Amersham Ambushers for lunch.
Here's a picture. I'm assuming this is a picture of after they probably got to the very last stop. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, they've got Amersham there. Maybe that's
But I wouldn't celebrate until I would take a picture like that until I got to the last stop, though.
They look way too awake to be for that to be at the end of the trip.
A lot of Red Bull. A lot of Red Bull.
No vodka with it.
Yeah, no, they're too young for that. Well, maybe not in England.
16, 17.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pour me a pint.
Yeah, pour me a pint of something.
This next one.
This next one is just creepy. My eyes are bleeding. I mean, I don't even want to look at it.
This is one we will never even think of attempting.
Well,
I like my eyes where they are.
Yeah, it's So let's do this. So this video, it's from Guinness Records, and a late 50s, early 60s Cadillac. The guy is pulling with his eye sockets. Doesn't
Okay,
it just,
go ahead. Show
doesn't
it.
it just make it? Doesn't it just make your eyes hurt?
Yeah.
I'm just like, God, And then he turns around at the end after he breaks the record for that in this video, and you guys will all see this. He breaks another record for the most weight held by his eye sockets while swallowing a sword.
Why?
What on God's green earth would go ahead?
Why?
Yeah, that's what I would be doing if I was doing that. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's cut to the video here of this and let you guys watch it.
Wow.
You are officially amazing. Very impressive. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, everybody.
I hope we attach the proper warning label to that.
Yeah, I know. We need to put one on there.
Disclaimer.
Anyways, go on to the story here about it.
A Las Vegas man who works as a sideshow artist broke a pair of eye-popping Guinness World Records using the strength of his eye sockets. He's got Terminator eye sockets.
Oh, yeah, I know. That'd be horrible. Go ahead, keep going.
Andrew Stanton appeared on the Italian TV series Lo Show dei Record in Milan and took on the records for the heaviest weight pulled with eye sockets and the heaviest weight lifted with both eye sockets while swallowing a sword. Yum. For the first title, Stanton attached large metal hooks to his eye sockets and used them to pull a Cadillac and driver totaling 5,319.75 pounds across the TV show stage. What's up, Stevie Wonder?
My eyes hurt. No, it's more like Bono. Bono always had sunglasses on.
Well, just out of the corner of my eye, it looked like you were going like this.
I was for a minute.
I was going to say, did you just call to say you love me?
No, I called to say Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony.
He became the first holder of the second title. Well, I don't think anybody's going to try to break.
I won't.
That. Yeah, no.
I won't. I got to have my. I don't have eyes anymore. That's why I'm wearing these.
Okay, Ray Charles. He became the first holder of the second title by swallowing his sword and using the hooks in his eye sockets to lift 129.63 pound assistant. Oh, he was lifting his assistant.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to be lifting you with my eye sockets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
And next.
Next. Yeah, let's go on to the next story. So anyways, we got water balloons.
See, this would be fun.
This would be fun. It's happening actually today when we record, I believe. It's the 13th is today.
No, it's okay. The story's from yesterday.
Yeah. And it's actually happening. And if we had more time, that would have been great. I would have said, let's go to California and go do this.
Yeah.
To partake in the, being one of, what is it?
10,000.
10,000 to as a water balloon fight. So go on with this story here.
A California town is attempting to gather 10,000 people to break a Guinness World Record for the largest water balloon fight.
I wonder if they're going to be like the Kyles.
Yeah. Hold on. Epic fail, Kyles. Disappointed in
Kyles. No.
Splash Fest, organized by a non-profit group called Balloons Over Bullets. Oh, no. I'm not even going to go there. In Stockton, kicks off at 2 p.m. Saturday, and organizers are hoping to amass...
Is that anything like Bullets Over Broadway?
No, I think this is probably...
Balloons Over Broadway.
They're going to amass at least 10,000 people at the event to throw 209,000 water balloons. Organizers are encouraging prospective participants to pre-register online. I think the Kyles should have done that.
They should have actually.
Pre-register, Kyles. Come on.
Kyle, come on, get with the program here.
Jeez.
You know, don't just guess. And the dinosaurs, pre-register online so you know how many wristbands you need.
Right. Yeah, prepare.
I'm going to have to, for the only time in my life, I'm going to have to give Californians credit.
Anyway, the record-breaking endeavor not only promises thrilling water-filled battles, but also carries a powerful message of promoting unity, nonviolence, and the importance of education and community engagement.
So
we
instead
knew
of
we had to get the public service announcement.
instead of shooting people, they throw water balloons at them.
Yeah, the Bloods and the Crips are going to do that.
Yeah, hey, I'm good with that.
Yo, I'm going to pop a water balloon in your ass. The festival will include other water-themed attractions, including a giant slip and slide, dunk tank, and water games. There will also be food trucks and live music. The current Guinness World Record for the largest water balloon fight was set by 8,957 people at the University of Kentucky in 2011.
Well,
I think it can be done.
I think a good luck.
Pre-register.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, and we'll be hopefully having a follow-up on the next episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Look-
would
look
love
for
to
that.
see. I would love to see one of these little mass gatherings, actually
Fun
be
video to
successful.
watch. It'd be like,
Oh, I hope to God there's a video for it.
be like laser tag with water balloons.
That would be great. And you know, what would an episode be without David Rush?
David, give us a call sometime. We want to interview you.
David, send us an email.
Yeah.
You know, hashtag David Rush. It's in all the hashtags every time. Hashtag David Rush. David, email us. It's thetalkinggruse@thegruse.com. Email us and just put in the subject David Rush, and we will go ahead and set up something to interview you and figure it out how to do it. Because this is just
You're almost there. We want to put you on when you reach the
this
record.
is be fascinating to
Yeah.
hear from you. So here it comes with record 179.
So men passed giant beach ball 7,827 times to reclaim world record. A pair of Idaho men, one being David Rush, spent 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 52 seconds passing a giant inflatable ball back and forth for a total of 7,827 times to reclaim a Guinness World Records title. David Rush, a serial Guinness World Record breaker on a mission to hold the most records concurrently, teamed up with Seth Lemons to capture the record they originally set with 4,169.
There's a picture of David and Seth tossing the balloon back and forth.
That's a big increase on the record, from 4169 to 7827.
Well, if you haven't learned, David Rush is a believer in go big or go home.
Yeah, that's true. Rush said he and his partner fought through the pain in their necks, arms, and shoulders to pass the giant inflatable ball 7,827 times in 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 52 seconds, enough to retake the title. The reclaimed record brings Rush's current total of concurrently held records to 179. He needs 181 to concurrently take the top spot in the world.
So 1 for the tie, 2 for the win. And that brings us then to the next one.
This is the tie maker.
This is the tie. He did it. I would have a video of it on here, but we'll put the video, the link to the video in the description so you guys can watch it.
It's kind of long.
It's kind of long, so we're not going to put it in the show. But take a look at it. It's from I think it's from David Rush's own page, personal site. And it's fascinating to watch him actually how he trained for it and everything. But still, here we go. This one is
So this,
once again, I never would have thought this was a world record.
pick your nose for 24 hours straight. That's probably a world record. Whatever.
I'll try that.
Yeah, right.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll be back. An Idaho man threw chopsticks to burst.
My finger's cramping.
I'm fighting through the pain here. Fighting through the pain. He burst 55 balloons in 1 minute to break a Guinness World Record, his 180th concurrent held title, now tying him with Mr. Silvio Saba, who is still missing in action. Serial record breaker David Rush previously held the title for the most balloons burst with chopsticks in 1 minute when he managed to pop 24 with his hand-thrown projectiles, but it was later broken by someone who popped 28. So he went big or went home.
Well, once again, there you go.
He retook the record by bursting 41.
There's a picture of him doing it, of the popping it.
He did 41, but then somebody else did 47. So he said, "Listen here,
I'm gonna put such a distance on it,
that
nobody's gonna catch me."
we need the. Does he have the Rocky music when he's training?
Yeah, I know.
The record-breaking master said,
No, they need the Rocky music from Rocky 4 when he was training in Russia.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah, that one. I can't think of what.
Survivor."
No, it wasn't Survivor. It was just this real motivational sounding music.
Oh,
When he was, yeah, something. But anyways, go on.
The record-breaking master said he spent 2 months preparing for his latest attempt, throwing a total of 10,000 chopsticks into cardboard boxes to fine-tune his speed and aim.
That's like throwing knives.
Yeah. Ugh. He needed Tommy John surgery after that. Rush successfully captured the title once again by popping 55 balloons. Take that, people.
There you
in
go.
a 60-second time period.
That's a little under a balloon a second.
Yeah.
A little over a balloon a second.
No, no, it'd be 60 would be 1 a second. So yeah, he's just under 1 a second.
Yeah.
The record marks Rush's 180th concurrently held Guinness World Records title, putting him in a tie with our AWOL Italian man, Silvio Saba.
So for you, David Rush. There you go. We look forward to reporting on 181.
Yep, Silvio, step it up, man.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
So by our next recording,
hopefully
we should
hopefully he has his 181st. I mean,
and hopefully he emails us.
Hey, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be definitely great. Hashtag with David Rush. We follow you. The show follows you on YouTube.
Hashtag call us so we can interview you.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Anyways, with that, thank God I think we've made it to the end. Yes, the music's coming on, so we did make it to the end.
No animals were harmed, and nothing was.
No llamas went to the dentist.
and nothing was cross-pollinated during the course
thankfully.
of the show.
And we did talk about meat or cheese wheels.
Oh man, next time.
Yeah, I know. It's hoped or wild parties in a Spanish city. Anyways,
run the bulls.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, everybody, remember, like us, subscribe, click the bell, get notifications when we post our shorts and our updates and things like that. You can also follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter. You follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course YouTube. If you're following us on YouTube, you're watching us now. Sure. Anyways, with that, I'm thinking we will see you guys in another 2 weeks. And until then, if you live anywhere in the southwestern United States, please apply massive amounts of coconut oil to yourself so you can roast when you go outside.
And keep your strange pets off the freeways.
Yes, that too. All right, everybody, you have yourself a good time, and we'll see you in 2.